365 Days of Horsemanship, day 157 and 158. So it's been really busy this week. I'm really proud of myself that every day I've made it to the horses, no matter what was happening. And I had some good sessions either way. I'm really excited today that I've worked really hard on all my other things. And today I have like 2 hours that I could just spend up here. And so I really want to push myself today to spend that little bit of extra time. But before I do that, I just need to catch up on all of my 3 days of vlogs that I haven't recorded because I just didn't have time. So I'm going to start off with day 157 and day 158. So these 2 days encompassed Pat Parelli's clinic, which was here at Willow Fields. It was a really interesting clinic. I think, I've been around the Pirelli Program for, I think it must be 10 years now, 10, 11 years since I went to the Pirelli Celebration 2011. So yeah, gosh, that's crazy. And in that time, I've seen horsemanship change a lot. I've seen equestrian science change a lot. I've seen the way that we deal with horses change a lot. And it was really just such a privilege to get to see the Pirelli Program from Pat Parelli, because I think when you really see what he does and how he plays with the horses, he's someone that just has really great feel and timing. He chooses dominant leadership, as do many other instructors. And so he gets results really fast, and he knows where to be, when to be, and how to be. And it was really interesting to see how quickly he was able to cause the end result that he was looking for. And it was just really great to see it done well, I think, because you see so much dominant training, or I see so much dominant training out there in the world. I'm pretty lucky, in my kind of personal horse life, that I don't see too much of that, or as much of that as I think maybe other people do, but definitely there's a lot of bad feel and timing out there, or feel and timing that could be better. And that's from myself as well, because when you're training with dominance, you need to be fast. You need to be able to think fast and react fast to things. It doesn't mean, that you're necessarily moving fast or that you're changing things fast for the horse, but that you're able to react quickly. Because when the more dominant you become, the more pressure you're going to put on it, and the higher the horse's emotions are going to get, and the higher the risk is that the horse is going to feel unsafe. I think it's kind of like, if I'm thinking about Elsa's bank account, the way I kind of see it is like, I'm like a long-term saver. Like, I just want to come and earn my few pounds every day and put them in the bank, and over time see myself have more money, and then versus dominant training, where I come in and I spend a lot of money in order to gain a return, like investing. And I think that the less you understand, or the less feel and timing you have, the more it's like gambling, where sometimes you're going to get it right and sometimes you're going to get it wrong. And then the more you do that, the more you learn, the better your feel and timing becomes. And then the more it becomes like investing, where you can choose, a profitable investment. You can work out how to, put money into something and get more money out of something. And you see that the same way with the horses. Pat doesn't need to be afraid to put that pressure on, because he knows he can help the horse feel better. He's not afraid to manufacture situations where the horse looks for comfort, because he knows he can provide it. And so that's really, really fascinating to see. It definitely was a really nice moment for me to feel really inspired and really motivated by watching someone who's so experienced and knowledgeable and has such good feel and timing, whilst also saying, yes, but that's not where I am right now. And that was really nice, because historically, you know, I've definitely always, I mean, I get inspired by every clinician that I see, you know, like organized equestrian, you know, has always just brought really amazing people. And so every time we do a clinic, I'm like, oh my God, you know, I saw Jean-Luc, and now I'm doing science of motion for the next 2 months because I'm really inspired. And, you know, then we'll see, you know, someone else, and like I'll see, you know, Frederic Pignon and Magli Delgado, and then I'm practicing what I saw in their clinic, and then this, and this. And it's been really nice this time to see it, to be inspired by it, and to be like, nice. I'm still on my journey. This is only added to the journey I'm on, but I feel really secure in the place that I'm at the moment. And I'm really happy about that. I think that definitely there would be a time in the future when I already had all the bits and pieces I would want, where, you know, if I'm working with a lot of tools that, you know, if somebody asked me who I wanted to work with to refine my timing for this or that request that required a lot of extrinsic motivators, you know, if I decided I wanted to go and compete, or if I wanted to ride dressage, or if I wanted to do this or that, whatever, and I was struggling to help my horse in that high stress situation, that, you know, I would seek out, you know, trainers like Pat Parelli to help me with that, for sure. But where I'm at right now with the horses that I'm with right now is not the journey that I'm on, and it was really reassuring to feel secure in my own journey, you know. It was also really interesting to watch him as a teacher. I think Pat's a really fantastic teacher, and I think that the Pirelli program is the best human training, horse training foundation program in the world. I think that the amount of people that he has inspired to start thinking about horse psychology by explaining it in ways that people can understand is really super. You know, I mean, for years and years, equestrian language was like, you know, like some kind of double tongue, like secret language, where there's all these long words and ideas and things of old, and, you know, every discipline has its own language, and having someone come along and just really take it down to something we can all understand is really powerful. And I really enjoyed the clinic. It was really nice to watch him teach. I feel like I got a lot out of watching the interactions between him and the students, and how he teaches them, and the ways that he puts them in the right situations in the right time, was really cool. It obviously didn't give me much time to see the horses, but I managed to get to them both days. On the Saturday, the first day, so day 157, I literally just went, we were having a campfire here, which was super nice. And it's like 9 p.m. and it's, you know, dark, and everyone's around the campfire, and I'm kind of thinking like, yeah, I should go to bed, you know, I got to be here early. And so I went up to see Lawrence, and he just immediately came right up to me, and I like just touched his nose to my hand, and I just gave him big scratches, which was super cool. Super cool. And I just felt really happy with that. It was just a really nice, just appreciation. And I just really appreciated him and everything that we'd been through and everything that we'd been working on. And, yeah. And everything that we'd done in our relationship so far, because, you know, for years we worked with Pirelli things and with, you know, that kind of natural horsemanship, and yeah, and just really grateful for all of the experiences that we had together, and really grateful to be on the path that we're on at the moment. And it was really just a super nice moment. Went to see Mia, put the wind up all of those horses because I got up in the dark. So everyone was like, oh my God. So basically it was just a case of going in, checking in, letting everyone feel okay about the fact that it was me, and hanging out, and then, yeah, coming back. On Sunday, so day 158, I had a slightly more involved session. I hadn't really intended to. I just thought I would go up and see the horses, but I'm really trying to work this week as part of Elsa's course, her 10-week course. I'm really trying to work on being able to rock both the horses into a better feeling. Which is really actually quite challenging, because I've discovered that Lawrence doesn't like being touched as much as I think he likes being touched, which shouldn't be a surprise to me, but it was and is a surprise to me. And so I've been kind of dealing with that. He's definitely solidly in a state of tolerance about me touching him, and I think that's okay. You know, I think a lot of the time, when I look back historically, I think it's sort of weird, because, you know, I won't put any pressure on for ages on a horse. You know, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do anything. And, you know, I'm putting a little bit on, and I'm messing up the feel and timing. And so then when I'm doing a small amount of pressure, then I should be looking for a small amount of reaction in the beginning. And then suddenly it's like I'll get annoyed, and so then I'll really push, which has always been my historic pattern. And I think it's been like a fear of putting too much pressure on, a fear of being clear, I think, in my request or in my actions, or or in what I'm looking for, or even in what I'm doing. So it's been really, I think, good for me to say he is in a state of tolerance. That's okay. It's okay for him to be tolerant, and I am gonna just stick with him in this place of tolerance and be patient until it gets better. And I think that's part of, you know, this feeling that I have that everything has to be perfect all the time, not wanting to, you know, be in any situations where he's not completely comfortable, and kind of shying away from any aspect of being uncomfortable at all, unless I'm doing this like other end of the spectrum, which is like we're pushing through, you know, and just getting things done, which is really two extremes, and doesn't really help him become more balanced. And I think it's something that, you know, is within myself as well, that I need to learn to deal with small amounts of discomfort in life. And I think it's the same for him, you know, working through those times of discomfort is really powerful and important. And so, yeah, so I've been kind of working on that. So I went and did a little bit of that the day on Sunday, and that went quite well. I'm having to kind of go into harmony based on the flick of an eye, which I'm not always catching. Sometimes I'm missing it, and it is kind of tricky. And at the same time, I've also been working on distance work, because I've been discovering that I think where he really feels curious about me is at a distance. So I don't want to do too much up close straight away. So maybe that's the pattern I'll use today. When I play, is I will just come in and I will do distance work for a little bit first, because I have more time today. I don't have to go straight into, you know, my homework task for the day. I can spend a little bit of time more at a distance. And then after some time, then I can work up close, and then then I can work up close. So I got these kind of two things I'm working on with him, just to kind of help him create some more curiosity. And then with Mia, she's actually been really curious the last few days, which has been really good. I should probably try and bring her up to the arena today. I didn't bring her up on Sunday, obviously, or Saturday. And we just hung out in the field on Sunday. I was just around her, just trying to be in new places of supportive leadership and then flow. And yeah, she seems really interactive the last few days. I feel like she's definitely got more open recently. There's been a real opening in the last week. I don't know if it's gonna last or not. We'll see. But for now, she does feel that I do feel like there's some relaxation there that wasn't there before. And she does feel a little bit more engaged with me. So we'll see if it lasts. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, overall, 2 really good days, powerful days. They were short days, but, you know, I was happy with it. So yeah.